always talk about how great the books I'm reading are, and I love talking about books.
Grade 12's Taylor, Amy, and Ariel are all avid readers. They're part of BookProject 2.0, a reading group started by the school's librarian at Halliburton Highlands Secondary School. But this is much more than your average book club.
The goal was to get them thinking about fiction differently instead of question, answer, and details, to think deeply about one aspect of what they were reading.
It was difficult, but it was also a lot of fun.
It's been so exciting. Like, it's so fun to mess up books. Like, you just open it and you get to write all your feelings.
Each student read 3 books from a list of titles with similar themes. They were asked to annotate the novel with their comments and thoughts as they went along.
Many of them felt weird about writing in books because we're not supposed to write in books. But I think you have to break the rules to think outside the box. And once it get past that hurdle, the thoughts were freely flowing in the books.
Taylor said this changed how she read her first book, Zach and Mia.
I definitely have to think more about what I'm reading and less about just what's going on in the story. Like, I have to think about what's this character thinking at this moment and how is their character developing, I guess, as the story continues.
Students were asked to annotate while thinking of some big questions as they read. An example being, what is the main character's definition of success?
I would write down what their idea of success was, but sometimes, like, if they would make a snarky comment, I'd be like, you didn't have to say that.
Ariel had previously read 40 Things I Want to Tell You, but said annotating allowed her to experience the story in a whole new way.
I was thinking about the question instead of just reading it for fun, and I saw it through a different lens. I was thinking about each action and decision that the main character made and whether or not it was strong or if it was towards their view for success.
Annotations also help students identify key moments in the plot.
Sometimes if there was a big thing in a book, I'd write, oh my gosh, or oh no.
The author did a really good job at adding little hints all through the book. I highlighted all the number 3s, and at the end, the 3 did represent the 3 ants, so that was pretty cool.
Before passing their annotated copy to a peer at another school, the students went back and reread their own annotations, making observations about the story and about themselves as readers.
It's definitely made me look more into how the writer wrote the book than just the story.
When I started We Were Liars, I wrote down all my opinions in like every page, and then when I was done reading it, I looked back at all my notations and I was like, oh, that's completely wrong. Why did I think that at the beginning? But like, it's a good learning experience because you're like, hey, everyone does change, right?
All 3 girls are in the process of reading their second book, which has been annotated by a peer from another school.
I sometimes disagreed with their opinion. They'd say like, oh, Tally, she's so brave. And I'd be like, or she's just reckless, right? Like you just kind of be like, or maybe it's something else, and not discouraging their opinion, but like suggesting something else.
It was really interesting to see what other people wrote and to see what they thought of the book because it was something that I wouldn't have necessarily thought of myself.
There were points in the book that I was like, this is really important, but I can't explain how it's important. I'd write a little thing like, can somebody please tell me how this is important to the big question? Because I know it is, but I can't explain why.
Soon, the girls will get answers to those questions when they meet their fellow readers at a full-day workshop. They'll get their annotated books back and have a chance to dive deeper into discussions about the novels.
I think it's good when students talk about the book outside of class because then they're really involved in the book and they'll put more effort into it.